Hello everyone! Since by this point you should have seen my other video for my Star Wars playthrough, where I said that I am getting ready to go to Japan, and I said in that video that I'm going to wait until I am situated in Japan before I record the next Star Wars one. So until then, I'm going to do a couple of Fallout videos because since those are saved directly to the computer, they will be easier to keep up with than trying to figure out the internet fast enough to do Star Wars once I'm in Japan. I'll still figure out the internet eventually, but I want to give myself some space to breathe on that. So the first things first, one of the mods that I have is called the Soul Survivor's Journal, or Journal of the Soul Survivor. This is a mod that puts in a holotape that you can collect at the Soul Survivor's house, and it will be named with your character's name and, let's see, journal. So in this case, Melody's journal. I was going to show this in the last episode, but my microphone records the keyboard very, very loudly, so I decided to spare your ears, and I'm going to just show you the journal entries that I wrote now. I am using my microphone that I have been using, as opposed to the one that I used in my last Star Wars episode, because in the last Star Wars episode you might have noticed that the sound quality was absolutely horrendous. It muffled my voice, it added white noise. No matter what I did in Sony Vegas to try to fix that, it just sounded awful. I couldn't find any way to fix it, and I'm really sorry for assaulting your ears like that. So I'm on my other microphone, because it works better even if it's a bit loud and records too much of my chair movement and keyboard. Anyway, so this is the Soul Survivor's Journal. You can come over here to select your settings, make a new one. While you're making a new one, you press Insert to add a new page, and use Page Up and Page Down to go between your pages. So here's the first one. Getting started is just a tutorial on how to use the journal. It's not something I wrote. This is Melody's first entry here. It looks like there was already an observation area set up for the vault. That's referring to Deacon's observation area that the character started up in last episode. Someone got here before I did. Whether they're the same one who broke in, I'm not sure. Either way, it looks like someone activated the vault a long time ago and kidnapped the child, leaving both parents dead. The odd thing was that the mother was dead much more recently. The vault seems to have let her out, where it killed everyone else. Too bad for her, though. She died in her attempt to exit. I'm the only one left with evidence of what happened, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to track down this baby. This is much more than I signed up for when I came here. I was just looking to create some trade routes between here and New Vegas. Now I'm caught in the middle of a kidnapping mystery, not to mention these settlers I found that needed my help out of a jam. It's all centering around Sanctuary, so I might stay here a bit to catch my breath before following the kidnapper's trail. And then here's one that I just made. Apparently, the fad here in Boston is to not know how to do anything for yourself. Sure, they can farm, they make basic clothes out of leather and rags, and they have somewhat faulty water filters, but do they know how to make soap with ash and lye? Do they know how to weave textiles that serve better than the dumpy things they wear? Do they even know how to make a bed without using a horrifically stained mattress that they found in the dump? No. No, they do not. Which means that as I, the only person from a more modern civilization across the continent, have to teach them how to properly human. They don't even have the time to play games like Caravan with how inefficiently they do literally everything around here. The actual tribes living around New Vegas live better than this. What's with all the ruins around here? Why aren't they built up into homes and shops? Why aren't they built up into homes and shops? Even the poor people have Free Side and West Side in Vegas, but here they live in scrap metal and driftwood shacks coated in mud. It's like they adamantly refuse to get out of the Stone Age. They're so busy mourning the loss of things their generation never knew. This whole place is steeped in old world blues, and it disgusts me. I have so much work to do. Now, the second thing I want to show you is that I've been working on Sanctuary. It's not complete yet, it's only about halfway done, but I've added trees and some life, and I wanted to give you a small tour. This is the defense desk. It watches over the bridge. It's where, what's her name? The grumpy lady who always complains. This is where she works. I built this using sim settlements. You just put down the plot, and the settler picks which of the plots they want and builds it for you. I have a couple of mods that give me more plot types. You only start off with about 10 of each type. So I got a couple of mods that add a couple hundred to the overall total, which means that there's maybe 20 of each type. It works much better. So that's the scouting post. This is where traders can bring in their Brahmin, have them stay here while they're busy doing their work. This is the hotel, although it's called hotel, but it's just where everyone lives like apartments. So you have residential plots that I put down and people built up however they want their residential plot to be. I'm not going to show you all of them. This is an agricultural plot. I put it down here so that way some of the people who live here can grow food indoors. So as you can see, each indoor plot is a little bit different. With agricultural plots, it means that you don't have to put down plants, so you don't really need to collect food. With all of the plots, they take very minimal amount of materials, so you don't have to carry around a ton of junk everywhere. This is the market. You have a couple of shops. They're not built up right now because you have to have a certain amount of people living in settlement before people will actually build up the shops. Did I not put... I didn't. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to show you how putting down plots works, because I forgot to put a couple plots in here. Let me just make sure. Yep, no plot. Okay, so you have this special in your list of categories. Residential plot, interior residential, agricultural, heavy agricultural, which does twice as much but also takes up twice as much space, interior, commercial, commercial interior. You want to put this down even with the wall. Sometimes it'll snap, sometimes it doesn't. So right now it's not snapping, which means that I have to just do it myself. And there, that should be good. And then I need one here. Make sure it's even. Yeah, okay. There we go, okay. Anyways, this is the marketplace. This here is a bigger store plot, so this section will be built up into something nicer. Stairs, 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 stairs. Okay. Up here is a house plot, so that way some of the people who live or who work here will live up here, along with some furniture that I put down to make it look nice. Up here is going to be a restaurant. I put down the diner chairs and a plot for a restaurant here. You can choose which plots of the commercial and recreational that you want to put down. So I put down a commercial plot, used the ASIM sensor, and chose a restaurant out of all the commercial options that you have. So the restaurant will be overlooking the road. I thought that it looked nice. Over here is another home. I put down a home plot there, so once there's settlers in here, they can build it up. And then I added a little yard for them. There's another agricultural plot so they can grow their own food besides their house. And I fenced it in to make it look like its own plot. Over here is the basketball court. I closed it up, made it look like a little interior of a city basketball court. I just liked it. Up here, there's a bridge connecting with a house on it. This is going to be an industrial plot. Or no, it's a recreational plot. It's just not built up yet, so it looks like ruins right now. Over here is... what is this? It's a martial plot, so it's going to be a security place. And there's some plants here that I added to make it look like a cohesive yard. Industrial. Oops. And residential. So somebody will live above here and they'll probably either work in the industrial or the martial plot. Here I tried to go for something different. This is based on a restaurant that I saw in real life where it was kind of the stairs went up in the middle and the places to eat were all around each side. It didn't come out quite like I hoped, but I thought it still came out decent. And there's commercial plots here, so people can build their shops downstairs and then live upstairs. As you can see, somebody has a bed in there. And that's going to be another place to live. Now we're up here. This is somebody else's house. And in here are 2 residential plots. So that's 2 places to live. I had to grow the train car with the place everywhere. It allows you to grow things with 3 and shrink them with 1 on the numpad. That was the only way to make the plots fit. In here is another recreational and recreational, and one over here, industrial. So it's a little market area, basically. Markets and places to live. Over here, I put a bench and some lawn foliage. I connected the building to the porch to make it look nice. Over here is an advanced industrial plot. So the thing with this one, I'm pretty sure it's the cave, but they completely covered everything with mud. Some of the plots will have foundations already with them, so you have to be careful with that because they'll sometimes cover up things. But I think that the mud goes with the picnic benches that I put over here, so I'm just going to leave it like that. And this one's going to be filled up with shops eventually. I put this up here just because I thought it looked nice. A little display of cars and a good entrance slash exit to the settlement. Up there are more martial plots looking over the exit, so that way people can shoot outwards if they need to. This is a weird martial plot. It has a baby in it. I'm pretty sure it's an alien baby or something because it has things floating above it. Don't know really what's going on there, but this is a more basic martial plot. It has a prison cell next to a baby. I don't know what they're doing. There's a couple residential plots next to that building, so they'll fill up that space. This is the tech hub, so this is the science lab. I put down some benches outside to make it look more studious and academic. Here's the bench with a guard post that I put behind it, so that way it looks like somebody's waiting for people to sign up. There will be recreational and commercial plots. I selected ones that would look more like they're part of a lab. And up here is a few apartments for people to live in, probably the scientists. And then over here is the last thing I built. But what are you two doing up there? I always forget that they tend to do this. I don't know why they do that. But this is going to be a finished churchyard. Over here it's called a midsummer pole. It's a big cross-shaped object that was in the recreational plots that I think looks nice, as long as you don't notice that there's a raider-ish body that's tied to it once it's fully complete. They all have different stages of completion. The first stage is just the cross wrapped in flowers and leaves, and I think it looks nice. So hopefully it won't be completed too long. This is just a house for the pastor to live in. And then here's the interior of the church. I'm very proud of this. I think it came out looking real nice. I put a candle on each pew to light up the aisle. And the thing about these pews, they're part of the Homemaker mod, which gives you a lot more furniture and stuff. And when you have companions or settlers come in here and they sit on the pews, they actually bow their heads as if they're praying. I think that's a really nice animation. Over here is where the bulletins and stuff will be. I need to add more papers there. I didn't actually get to finish that before I started the recording. And up here is another place to live for, I guess, the associate pastor or whomever. So that's all I have for Sanctuary right now. You can see there's the whole back half left to do, but I think that it looks nice for what it is so far, and it doesn't really need to be built up more right now because I already have way more than enough places for settlers to live and work. I'm going to wait until it gets more full before I work on it more. So, now that we've done that, I unfortunately already activated Preston. I already activated Preston's conversation telling me to go look at the other settlement that needs help. I didn't need to, it just happened while I was building. But I haven't talked to Sturges yet, and I haven't talked to Codsworth yet, so I'll go and do that now. Let's see. You should be over at your guard post. I heard hammering. Hello? Nope. Sturges! There you are.
Hey, Sturges.
This is one of the agricultural plots, so this is his farm.
You willing to do some work?
What kind of help do you need?
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long.
I'd be glad to help.
Okay. Good deal. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a holler if you need anything.
As you can see, that conversation wasn't any different than the conversation would be if I didn't have my mod, my fresh start mod. So I'm just, since everybody has already seen these, I'm just gonna skip
Sturges.
past his
I like it.
talk real quick.
Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits.
I was glad to help.
Well, I appreciate it. Of course, you know you're welcome anytime. Windows too.
There. You can see this is some of the farms that they've set up. I think it looks nice. I think that this is a much more interesting farm than just putting down plants. Now, where is Codsworth? I left him over here earlier when I was building. He tried to start the conversation and I ran away before he could finish. Oh, let's talk to her real quick. Okay.
Hey.
Sanctuary. I knew you'd join us here, kid. Your energy is tied to this place.
I hope the color of my energy is blue.
That's good. Humor is a good way to cope. The sight can help you, kid. It always has answers. Just gotta bring me some jet so I can see what it wants to tell you.
You're an addict. You need help.
Oh, not this again. Kid, listen to me. I'm old, even older than you'd think. If the chems are gonna kill me, then I say I've had a good run. We'd have never made it this far without the sight. We need it. You need it. It's part of who I am.
The sight isn't worth killing yourself over, Mama Murphy. It doesn't have to define what you are or what you can give.
All right, kid. You got
Yeah,
me.
I did it.
If me hanging around for a little longer is worth that much to you, then I'll go clean. No more chems, no more sight.
Okay, that's done. You can see that the bar was, or the words were red, I also have a mod that shows all the words instead of just showing little vague descriptions. There's Codsworth.
Hey, Codsworth.
Mum, welcome back, Mum. I do hope you were able to find some assistance in Concord.
You could say that. I made a few new friends.
Can't have enough of those these days. I realize that I'm no Mr. Gutsy, but if needed, I'd be honored to accompany you throughout the Commonwealth. Just say the word.
It's blocked. Okay.
Yes, of course.
As you wish, Mum.
Now, the question is, do I have a hat for him? Forgot I had these. Oh man, I have a lot of useless stuff. Now, the next thing to do... I have Red Rocket Truck Stop that I have not built up yet, but I left my power armor there instead of up here because the power armor station got deleted when I scrapped everything with the Sim Settlement hammer. Next, I need to go here to apartment 161. This is a little bit lower on the map, so I'm going to have to walk upwards from there. But this is where Melody is staying. This is a mod that I have. It's a mod that puts in an apartment as a player home. It's not an editable one. Usually when I get these kind of mods, I want them to have a workbench that lets you edit it and add what you want and build up your own home. But I do that with every single one of my characters for this game, and I decided that it would be much simpler for the Let's Play video if I just had one that was pre-made that I didn't edit. I'm already going to be doing a lot of work on all the other settlements anyways, so I thought I might as well not have to do that for my player home. I'll be happy to show you my player home for my other character that I have. She lives... Where does she live? Oh, she lives at the mansion, Croup Manor, on the right side of the map. I got a mod that builds up the manor and repairs it, so that way I was able to use it as an actual manor. And I have the other companions build their homes around that, so it looks like a little village around the manor. And I like how it came out. That took a long time. So I'm not going to go and help the Brotherhood right now. I'll do that later, but for now I'm just going in here. I probably should have quick saved. Always quick save when you teleport places in Fallout. It is very glitchy because it's a Bethesda game and tends to crash. So if this game crashes, well, then you'll know what happened. Okay. I quick saved. Oh, you can see I have the lock option. That's another mod I have. Here we go. It's styled after New Vegas. So you can see there's Robert House up there. A place for dog meat to sleep. Some things from New Vegas. The dog tags. Helmet. The terminal I can use. All of these have oy vey shuttles. All of these have safe storage for me to use. Auto dock. I'm not sure why the auto dock looks like a desk. I guess they couldn't put in something that actually looked like an auto dock. There's my bed. Working TV. Corvega. Shelf. I hate when I do this. Ah, okay. Can I not walk over here? There it goes. There's an invisible wall right there. Kitchen. with a preserved cake and a little snow globe. That's funny. Refrigerator. Pool table. Sitting area with a little waterfall and some flowers. Workbench. And bathroom. Oh, gold watch. That's valuable. So let me put down some of my stuff. Let's see, does this have all the kinds of workstations in it? Weapons. Power armor. Does it have an armor workbench? There's the invisible wall again. Chemistry station. Okay, that's the chemistry station. I'll need that to make ASIM sensors. Cooking stove, that's craftable. Let's see what I have to cook. Or maybe it's broken. Yeah, it's broken. Phooey. Guess I can't use that. Sink, drink. Oh, there's the dresser. There. I don't see an armor workbench, though. Bobbleheads. Maybe there's no armor workbench. Oh well. I'll just have to use the workbench at the settlements. It's better to do that anyways because there's no secure or there's no unit storage in here where everything is connected. So the settlements have joint storage, so I'll just have to use those anyway. But there, now you see where Melody lives. You can assume that she brought all the supplies and stuff over by train because the trains work in New Vegas. Huh. Well, I have that now. I'll just leave these there. I messed up that pile a little bit by taking that. Oh, it looks like it's turning night outside. 11:20. Yep. Might as well sleep. 12:20, 1:20, 2:20, 3:20, 4:20, 5:20, 6:20. Alright. And then save. Okay. So, the first thing I need to do is decide whether Melody should investigate the kidnapping first, or whether she should go and help the settlement first. See, she will be closer to Diamond City right now to investigate the kidnapping. And she needs to walk all the way up to help Ten Pines Bluff for... let's see. That. The first step. I'm not going to do this yet. I do need to do this. And this... there's nothing you can do about that. I think it's a glitch with Sim Settlements. It never completes, so you just kind of leave it there. So I think she's going to focus on the kidnapping first. She already did so much work for Sanctuary, so she's going to take a break from building for now and work on gathering information about the kidnapping that she found evidence of, since nobody else is going to do it, so she's going to be the one who has to do it. So I have to go down this way, not that way. You can see they're shooting up the ghouls over there. And not that way where that explosion was, because that's the raiders fighting the ghouls, and I do not want to deal with raiders right now. Just gonna head down, hopefully to the bridge. Gonna fight a bug. Here, buggy, buggy, buggy. There we go.
First mistake, last mistake.
Oh, there's raiders up there. Eh. There's the bridge. So you might have noticed, as I said with my journal entry earlier, that I'm a bit annoyed. I love Fallout 4, but I'm annoyed by the fact that everybody seems so busy mourning the old world that they don't bother to try to build up the world they have now. It's been 200 years and they're still living in tiny little farmhouse shacks. They haven't built up proper cities. The biggest they have is Diamond City, and that's just sad. Especially when you compare to New Vegas, to how much they've built up things there. Like, it was one thing with Fallout 3, everything is a mess in Fallout 3, and there's so many factions that they're just tearing each other apart. And there's a lot of people who just keep to themselves. Like, with, Necropolis? Was it? The city where the ghouls live, that's just a mall, basically. Need a better weapon. But in New Vegas, they have a working train, they have actual cities with trade routes to each other, caravans, they have casinos, and they have, like, townships and governments vying for control of the townships with each other. Like, there's a lot there, and the East Coast has nothing. So I think that it would have made more sense if they'd had less ruins. Just gonna ignore that. And more civilization here. It feels like the Sole Survivor is the one everybody's depending on to teach them how to survive. And they should know better than that after 200 years. They should be better at that. But, like, that's how it is in 3 also. And people adore 3. I like 3 okay. I don't think that it's as good as it could have been for all the people brag about it.
Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here, for crying out loud.
I got orders not to let you in, Miss Piper. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job.
Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means keeping me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter. Boom.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
Ugh. You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan. I live here. You can't just lock me out. I can wait all day, Danny. Open up. You want into Diamond City, right?
Melody's not even looking at her.
I just got here, but yeah.
Shh. Play along. What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right. I need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff.
You first.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Do I not have eyebrows? I just have very tiny eyebrows. It looked like I had no eyebrows for a second, which is very disturbing.
Piper, who let you back inside? I told Sullivan to keep that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. The level of dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that printer
Is that a
scrapped for
statement, Mr.
parts.
McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? Because the mayor's threatening to throw free speech in the dumpster.
Always believed in freedom of the press.
Rightly so. A true medium for the people.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, miss. No. You look like Diamond City material. Welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money. Settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
What are you two arguing about anyway?
What do you think? Print lies and everybody's happy, but if you print the truth...
Now, was there anything particular you came to our city for?
Just looking for something.
Oh, what is it you're looking for?
An infant boy. Kidnapped.
Did you say kidnapped? Well, McDonough, Diamond City Security gonna investigate this? How about all the other kidnapping reports you've been
Don't listen to her. Well, I'm afraid that our security team can't follow every case that comes through. I'm confident that you can find help.
Words are all glitched.
Diamond City has every conceivable service known to man. One of our great citizens can surely find the time to help you.
A mayor of a great city must know everyone. Who can help me?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have time for any more questions. I'm a busy man. Enjoy your stay in our fair city.
This is ridiculous. Diamond City Security can't spare one officer to help? I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security never investigates me?
I've had enough of this, Piper. From now on, consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. So, you're looking for an infant boy, huh? Interesting you not mentioning whether the boy's related to you in any way. Why don't you stop by my office later? I think maybe I can help you out. After I get some answers.
I don't remember her ever mentioning that I didn't say it was related to me before. I don't know if that was something that was modded in. It might have just been an interesting thing that I'd never actually gotten the dialogue options to get her to say before.
You're Sullivan, right?
So, you're that traitor Piper was talking about. Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right?
I didn't mean to lie, officer. It all just happened so fast.
You're not the first one Piper pulled into a heap of trouble they weren't ready for. Thanks for being honest. If it were up to me, we would have just let the both of you in. But the mayor's calling the shots, and, well, you saw how mad he is. Hey, what's brought you into town anyway? Be good to note it down in the logs.
Just looking for something.
Aren't we all? Now, was there anything particular you were looking for?
An infant boy. Kidnapped.
Oh, look, I'm sorry, but we're under orders not to get involved in missing person cases. There's a lot of Institute paranoia right now. We can't really risk fanning those flames with official action. What if people panic?
I just need a little information, Danny. We can keep this off the record.
Okay. I can at least point you somewhere. Unofficially. When you get inside the city, go to the back, around the market to an alleyway. There's a couple of bright neon signs. Valentine's Detective Agency. No one likes going there, though, so buyer beware and all that.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, well, good luck. Stay out of trouble.
I'm going to go to Nick's detective agency first, since the only reason to go to Piper's right now would be to get her as a companion, since she does the interview and then she's available. I can wait on doing that because I have Cosworth and he's still a brand new companion right now, and I want to get his affection up further before I work on getting more companions.
So, this is the famous Diamond City. I suppose I hope to find more of a gem than a dusty home base. Civilization in the rough, if you will.
Definitely agree with Codsworth there.
Hey, kiddo. How are the paper sales?
Well, the presses are getting overloaded. That motor is going to go soon if we don't replace it.
You've been saying that for weeks and the old girl still keeps cranking. Stop worrying so much. I gotta head into the office. You start whistling if you see any angry politicians coming our way.
Why? Is something wrong? Piper?
Poor Nat. And she's floating.
Read the public and be prepared. Free paper to newcomers. If the Institute grabs you in the night, at least we warned you.
Thanks, I guess.
I'm serious. The Institute takes people. You should read up if you're sticking around.
I believe you. Thanks.
You're a real lost lamb in the wolf's den, lady.
There's their church, which I'm not going to go to right now. I do have a mod that will allow me to marry characters, so you can go to the church for that later. I like my hair, so I'm not going to change my hair right now. I'm not going to grab any of the missions here. There's a lot of ones that you can grab around. The baseball guy, Arturo, but I'm going to go to the Nick's Detective Agency first. There's a lot of missions around here.
Only one thing worth buying in a dugout in, and that's the booze. Man's gotta eat. What can I say? A real Diamond City.
Oh man,
eats it.
you got a robot butler?
Right here.
There's a lot of missions around here that you can get, but they're better to do with either Nick or Piper because Nick and Piper are loyal to Diamond City and they appreciate you helping out the town more. So I prefer to do it with Piper because Nick already has his detective cases that you can do to get his affection up. There's a lot of very specific things that each companion has that give them higher affection than just wandering around. But I like doing things in a specific order. So right now I'm just going to go to Nick's.
Right here. Does anyone fight back? Institute has to have enemies, right?
What? You mean the railroad? That's a fairy tale, man. They don't exist.
Nah, I heard from my cousin. He knows a guy that works for them. They got a code phrase and everything. Follow the Freedom Trail.
The hell is that supposed to mean? You're full of it, and that kind of talk is gonna get you snatched up by the scents.
That's one of the ways that you can get that mission. I like better getting it by going to Good Neighbor first and listening to the scientist that works there, but you can do it in a number of ways.
Told you your luck wouldn't last forever. His ties. Oh, Nick.
Something wrong?
Another stray coming in from the rain. Afraid you're too late. Office is closed.
I know you must be busy, but I won't take much of your time, miss. It's important.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude, but it's just... the detective... he's gone missing.
Don't worry. I can help. Tell me what happened.
Nick was working a case. Skinny Malone's gang had kidnapped a young woman, and he tracked them down to their hideout in Park Street Station. There's an old vault down there that they use as a base. I told Nick he was walking into a trap, but He just smiled and walked out the door like he always does.
I'll find him. You have my word.
Thank you. Nick should be easy to spot. He's always wearing that old hat and trench coat getup. Please, hurry.
And that'll be our first mission as a team. Although, it would also be good to... Although it would also be good to modify my armor and weapons before I go and do anything like that. Also, I just leveled up, so I should probably grab that real quick. Melee. And there should be some workbenches that I can use out here. Oh, wait.
Don't move, synth. What have you done with the real Riley? Where's my brother?
I swear, I'm not a synth. Don't shoot, for God's sakes, we're family!
Put the gun down, now!
He's a synth! He'll kill us all!
Kyle, no!
Okay, show's over.
Look, it's one of
there
them
are no
fancy
synths in Diamond
robots.
City.
Oh, shut up.
Comics finest.
You
Thank
folks
you
are
very much.
damn paranoid.
This is not the time for that.
Hey,
He pulled a gun on me. My own brother.
what happened?
I'm not a synth. I told him. I kept telling him. Why didn't he listen to me? I need a minute.
Poor guy. Just gonna scooch around
Well,
you.
he certainly doesn't need that anymore.
See, how does this look on me?
What's everyone still standing around for? Go back
I think she looks better without it.
to your own damn business.
Do I have anything for him? Yes.
You okay?
So thirsty. Doctor says I can't drink liquor no more. Cola. Need a Nuka-Cola.
Swatters, right here. Best
Cola, Nuka-Cola.
bashes in the Commonwealth.
Here you go.
That's so gracious of you, Mum. I'm sure it's not every day someone shows him such kindness.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Sheffield. What do you think about coming to work for me?
Really? You mean it?
That's right.
Definitely Sanctuary Hills. He can pick
Okay,
whatever he wants to do there.
I'll do it.
Now, what else was I about to do over here? I don't think I was gonna do... Okay. Oh, right. Don't have any materials. I'm gonna have to put some workbenches in one of the settlements because I can't really modify anything I have right now. But I've been recording for another hour, so I will leave this here, and next time we will not take the gigantic amount of time giving a settlement tour, and we're gonna go and rescue Nick. So I hope you like this so far. I really like this game. I know a lot of the ins and outs and trivia of it, and I am excited to share them with you. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. That's a bomb! Ah! What? Was that a dream? I don't think that even happened.
Protection for sale. Hand-tooled pieces.
I'm going to leave now.